Prince Andrew, Duke of York, KG, GCVO, CD, ADC, Andrew Albert Christian Edward, born February 19, 1960, is a member of the British royal family. He resigned from all public roles as a result of his association with the Jeffrey Epstein sex trafficking scandal. He is the third child and second son of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. He was second in the line of succession to the British throne when he was born, and is eighth in line as of June 2020 update. Prince Andrew served in the Royal Navy as a helicopter pilot and instructor and as the captain of a warship. During the Falklands War, he flew on multiple missions including anti-surface warfare, Exocet missile decoy, and casualty evacuation. In 1986, Prince Andrew married Sarah Ferguson and was created Duke of York. They have two daughters, Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie. Their marriage, separation, and divorce in 1996 attracted much media coverage. He served as Britain's Special Representative for International Trade and Investment for 10 years until July 2011. On November 20, 2019, Prince Andrew suspended his public duties for the foreseeable future following intense negative reaction regarding a television interview for the BBC's Newsnight programme, aired on November 16, 2019, which was mainly concerned with allegations against him of sexual abuse and his connections to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. 2. In May 2020, it was announced that Andrew will permanently resign from all public roles over his ties to Epstein. 3. The same year, it became known that Andrew was a person of interest in the criminal investigation into the Epstein affair and that U.S. authorities had filed a mutual legal assistance request to the U.K. in order to formally interrogate Andrew. Prince Andrew was born in the Belgian suite of Buckingham Palace on February 19, 1960. 4. The third child and second son of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. He was baptized in the palace's music room on April 8, 1960 by the Archbishop of Canterbury, Geoffrey Fisher. B. He is the namesake of his paternal grandfather, Prince Andrew of Greece and Denmark, who died 16 years before he was born. Prince Andrew was the first child born to a reigning monarch since the birth in 1857 of Queen Victoria's youngest child, Princess Beatrice. 6. As with his older siblings, Andrew was looked after by a governess, who was responsible for his early education at Buckingham Palace. 7. He was sent to Heatherdown School near Ascot in Berkshire. 8. In September 1973, he entered Gordonstone, in northern Scotland, which his father and elder brother had also attended. 9. While there, he spent 6 months, from January to June 1977, participating in an exchange program to Lakefield College School in Canada. 8-10. He left Gordonstone in July 2 years later with A-levels 10, in English, History, and Economics. 11. The royal household announced in November 1978 that Prince Andrew would join the Royal Navy the following year. In December he underwent various sporting tests and examinations at the Aircrew Selection Center, at RAF Biggin Hill, along with further tests and interviews at HMS Daedalus, and interviews at the Admiralty Interview Board, HMS Sultan. During March and April 1979, the Prince was enrolled at the Royal Naval College Flight, undergoing pilot training, until he was accepted as a trainee helicopter pilot and signed on for 12 years from May 11, 1979. On 1 September of the same year, Prince Andrew was appointed as a midshipman, and entered Britannia Royal Naval College, Dartmouth. During 1979 he also completed the Royal Marines All-Arms Commando course for which he received his Green Beret. 12. He was commissioned as a sub-lieutenant on September 1, 1981 and appointed to the train strength on 22 October. 13. After passing out from Dartmouth, the Prince went on to elementary flying training with the Royal Air Force at RAF Leeming, and later, basic flying training with the Navy at HMS Seahawks, where he learned to fly the Gazelle helicopter. 12. After being awarded his wings, he moved on to more advanced training on the Sea King helicopter, and conducted operational flying training until 1982. He joined Carrier-Based Squadron, 820 Naval Air Squadron, serving aboard the aircraft carrier, HMS Invincible. 12. Argentina invaded the Falkland Islands, a British overseas territory claimed by Argentina. 14. On April 2, 1982, leading to the Falklands War. Invincible was one of the two operational aircraft carriers available at the time, and, as such, was to play a major role in the Royal Navy task force assembled to sail south to retake the islands. Prince Andrew's place on board and the possibility of the Queen's son being killed in action made the British government apprehensive, and the cabinet desired that Prince Andrew be moved to a desk job for the duration of the conflict. The Queen, though, insisted that her son be allowed to remain with his ship. 15. Prince Andrew remained on board Invincible to serve as a Sea King helicopter co-pilot, flying on missions that included anti-submarine warfare and anti-surface warfare, Exocet missile decoy, casualty evacuation, transport, and search and air rescue. 16, 17, 18, he witnessed the Argentinian attack on the SS Atlantic conveyor. 19. At the end of the war, Invincible returned to Portsmouth, where the Queen and Prince Philip joined other families of the crew in welcoming the vessel home. The Argentine military government reportedly planned, but did not attempt, to assassinate the prince on Mystique in July 1982. 20. Though he had brief assignments to HMS Illustrious, RNAS Culdrose, and the Joint Services School of Intelligence, Prince Andrew remained with Invincible until 1983. Commander Nigel Ward's memoir, Sea Harrier over the Falklands, described Prince Andrew as an excellent pilot and a very promising officer. 21. In late 1983, Prince Andrew transferred to RNAS Portland, and was trained to fly the Lynx helicopter. 12. On February 1, 1984 he was promoted to the rank of lieutenant, 22, whereupon the Queen appointed him as her personal aide-de-camp. 23. Prince Andrew served aboard HMS Brazen as a flight pilot until 1986, 12, including deployment to the Mediterranean Sea as part of Standing NRF Maritime Group 2. He undertook the Lieutenant's Greenwich Staff Course. On October 23, 1986, the Duke of York, as he was by then, transferred to the General List, enrolled in a 4-month helicopter warfare instructor's course at RNAS Yeovilton, and, upon graduation, served from February 1987 to April 1988 as a helicopter warfare officer in 702 Naval Air Squadron, RNAS Portland. He also served on HMS Edinburgh as an officer of the watch and assistant navigating officer until 1989, including a 6-month deployment to the Far East as part of Exercise Outback 88. 12. The Duke of York served as flight commander and pilot of the Lynx S-3 on HMS Campbelltown from 1989 to 1991. He also acted as Force Aviation Officer to Standing NRF Maritime Group 1 while Campbelltown was flagship of the NATO force in the North Atlantic from 1990 to 1991. 12. He passed the Squadron Command Examination on July 16, 1991, attended the Staff College, Camberley the following year, and completed the Army Staff Course. He was promoted to Lieutenant Commander on 1 February and passed the Ship Command Examination on March 12, 1992. From 1993 to 1994, Prince Andrew commanded the Hunt-class minehunter HMS Cottesmore. 12.